Hey baby, how's your day been? Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Yeah, you have been a lot happier recently. I mean, all of your mental health stuff. What happened to that? Okay, so cool. Therapy and your coping techniques, all of that jazz is really paying off, isn't it? Yeah, that's good. I'm happy. I mean, it's almost like you're a different person. Yeah, I just wanted to talk to you about it, really, because while I'm really, really glad that you're so vibrant now, I do think there's a bit of an ego problem going on. And listen, it's completely fine. It's completely fine, but I'm just worried about how you come across to other people, and well, it does come across as a little bit cringe. What do I mean? So, the way that you act and carry yourself now, the confidence is amazing. Believe me, the confidence is amazing, but I don't think that confidence really suits someone like you. And, babe, it's okay. No. Just, I'm only telling you this because I love you, okay? And I don't want other people to make fun of you. And I don't want you to embarrass yourself, because the way that you act, it would make sense for someone like, say, a Megan Fox or an Ian Somerhalder or an Idris Elba or that woman who plays Victoria Newman in The Boys. They would all really match that confidence because they have the body for it. Like, they are really, really attractive people. And I'm not saying you're not, but you're more of an acquired taste. And that's why I like you, because I like eccentric things. I like things which are different and odd and that not many other people like. I think it's important to see someone's inner beauty, and you have that in abundance. But it doesn't exactly translate to outer beauty. And by that I just mean, well, you're like an olive. Not everyone likes them, and they're a bit sludgy to look at. They're a bit oval shaped and they look a tiny bit slimy. And I'm not saying you're slimy. I'm just saying, you know, your skin, even though that you do skincare, it's always kind of oily, and your face has a very soft texture to it, but not in a soft and cute way, more in, I don't want to say like a slug or anything like that, but do you understand what I'm saying? It's just, you have beauty, everyone has beauty, but the way you're acting, people are just going to look at you and think, why are they acting as if they're all that? And as well, even if we look at your eyes, like, do you see how much eyelid exposure you have? Yeah, I think you should really look at some looks maxing advice. I mean, it would be a really humbling experience for you. They would really tell you all the areas which are wrong, I mean, that need improving. And with enough work and money for surgery, you could look at least a bit above average. Darling, I'm only saying this because I love you, okay? But even your body is unique. You're not exactly in good proportions, and you're not that fit, are you? I go to the gym a lot, and you know, I have abs and nice pecs, really good physique that I've worked for, but you don't really seem to have that. And I know sometimes you try, but maybe you're just not meant to be attractive in that way, in the conventional way. I mean, there's lots of things which are more unique, monster-like, that people really enjoy, and maybe that's your niche, and you can find a lot of success in that. But, darling, I'm just saying, you're a really special person in the way that you look so different. And I love you for that, but most people won't. I mean, we can't all be blessed with looks, and, well, it's important that we know our place. So, when you're acting all confident, just try and keep in mind that you're not exactly someone who people would expect to act that way. People wouldn't really expect you to be so loud and almost obnoxious. I mean, if you were more attractive, then sure, it wouldn't be obnoxious, but just having someone loud and questionably aesthetically challenged, like yourself, yeah, it comes across as really irritating. Like, people don't want to listen to an not ugly person, but, I mean, do you mind if I'm just brutally honest with you? Yeah, because you are ugly. No, babe, you don't need to be attractive to be worthy of love, okay? It sure as hell helps, but you are not attractive. You're ugly. You are an ugly person. And that's okay. And you're really lucky, because most people who look like you, they would never, ever have a partner like me who actually talks to you and cares about you and doesn't just try to take advantage of your clearly forgettable appearance. Very ignorable. I can imagine that lots of people in your life just don't really pay attention to you. They forget about you even as they're looking and talking to you. But you're lucky enough to have gotten someone like me, even though you look like that. And that's because I don't believe looks matter, but in the world that we live in the shallow society that we live in today, unfortunately someone like you is always going to be seen as inferior and less than. And in a way, it's true. You are inferior to other people who are attractive, but you have your own strengths. I mean, there's a privilege of being so unnoticeable and forgettable. I mean, you could probably commit a crime and no one would even bat an eye. They wouldn't even be able to describe you, other than saying that, you know, someone with asymmetrical features, you know, one eye slightly bigger than the other, and, you know, a poor hairline, and a strangely shaped body. I mean, come on, it would be so difficult for people to find out who you actually are. But, again, I'm only saying all these things because I care about you, and I don't want you to embarrass yourself. Okay? Baby? You're like my little monster. My little gremlin. And I love that about you. I love how goblin-esque you are. I love how frumpy and misshapen you are. And I love strange things. I really do. And you certainly are strange. I can't even believe that someone like you exists. I mean, your proportions and appearance is so alien. It's so alien, darling. But you're my little alien, okay? You're my little alien. And I'm always going to cherish and appreciate you. But for the love of all things beautiful, and that definitely doesn't include you, please just humble yourself, because I don't want to be walking around with a partner who acts as if they are special. As if they're attractive. Because there's nothing about you that warrants that confidence. I mean, when you're insecure and sad and mopey, it suits you, because that's what people would expect. And, you know, me and my friends, and your friends too, your friends come up with a lot of creative comments about you, but we all know that you're the ugly one. And we do feel a bit sorry for you, but you also make us all look more attractive in comparison, and you make us seem a lot more compassionate. And when we can comfort you and tell you that you are attractive, even though deep down we know that you're definitely not, it's important for our dynamic. And you shouldn't be so selfish as to take that away from us. So please just understand that you are not ever going to be an attractive person. I mean, we can just chalk it up to genetics. Your parents really, really screwed you over, didn't they? But you just have to accept what you are. You're ugly. And that's okay. So, please just go back to being my insecure little uggo. Because it's so embarrassing, the way that you've been acting, and people have been making fun of you. Like, you are so embarrassing when you act as if you're a confident person, because we all know it's an act. It's a coping mechanism, and a really pathetic one. I don't want to call you hideous, but your personality was the only thing that made you likable, and without that, you are just a hideous person. Okay? Oh, thank you. Thank you for your understanding. You feel like shit? No, that's good. You should feel like shit. You should. Look at you. No, come on, look in the mirror. Come on, turn your head and look in the mirror. Look at you, and now look at me. It's hard to believe that we're even the same species. So, of course, it's okay and valid and normal for you to feel like shit, because you look like shit. And you'll always look like shit. So, just accept what you are. No, don't look away from the mirror. Keep looking. Accept what you are. Because this is what you'll always be. And nothing you do will ever change that. Well, maybe surgery. But, you can't really afford that, can you? No. So, I really hope you take on board what I've said. Okay? Perfect.